Hey, so fam, let's get to it. So, let's go and clear some energy out for this next very electrifying message from the cosmos. I am extremely excited for this one. I actually handmade a deck for this reading, which I build onto daily, which is very beautiful. So I can't wait to pull from those. And I was called to grab a few decks. I am at the moment, I don't know as we go along how much will be falling from each of them. But I do want to bless this reading and get it fired up. I do want to first and foremost thank the Creator, you know, our greatest guides, yours and mine, in this lifetime and past lifetimes, to bring us into this exact moment of ascension, of understanding what true intimacy is, divine union, Hieros Gamos, I'm hearing, which is like the sacred union. Okay, so clear this table, clear the energy, clear the decks that are present. We do have a deck that came up for time, so we had a time that wanted to release itself. Also a Manara deck, which is a very erotic deck. I cannot show a lot of the photos from that one, so hopefully some not so censored ones come up. And then we have a truth oracle revealing the truth of their feelings, some runes, and also a Maji got the tea chosen 144 oracle deck that wanted to reveal itself for this reading. Okay, so the first thing is extremely fun. We have some signs that are going to be popping out as well as a possibility of some runes that did come out and wanted to reveal themselves. I am going to clear their energy. Thank you for the clarity and understanding for the message that is coming through in this moment. Thank you for bringing us into this moment of divine and sacred innocence. Unity in the way that you have created it for us here. I thank you. I ask, command, and receive all guidance available through archangels, spirit guides, highest selves. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for holding us. Much gratitude to every answer that comes from the universe, from here and now and on. All right, before we get started on the reading, I just want to say thank you for visiting my container. It is a container for unconditional love, a container for being your most authentic self. Feel free to drop your most truest feelings on my comments, because I am here to digest, I am here to assess, I am here to guide, be a student as well as to teach those who feel guided to my messages. So I thank you for your time, and I thank you, Cosmos, for allowing me to find the time for this message. Thank you. Ashe. All right. The most fun thing that came up for your messages today was a very fun deck of erotic play. So I was like, hold up now. I'm thinking that Spirit was telling me some things about eroticism throughout the week about this, right? And even had me create a deck for this reading. So I'm like, what the? So this is my first handwritten deck. I've been actually making some online, but I had literally started I have been working on online decks for a while, so some even maybe working on oracle decks or tarot decks or some type of meditation or affirmation decks. There's so many different type of form of decks. It's not just tarot and oracle decks. Crystal decks, chakra decks. So yes, these particular cards, I want you to pick a color, okay? And I will ring a number for each color, and I want you to intuitively choose which one you feel most guided to. by your heart, okay? By your mind and heart aligned. So your pineal and mind, your pineal and heart aligned will create the alignment needed for this message, okay? So for this card, we will have 111. For this card, we will have 222. And for this card, we will have 333. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to take a deep breath in. Hold that for about 5 seconds. And release. Alright, if you have chosen card number 1, and card number 2, and card number 3. Here's your erotic message of intimacy. Card number 1. We have hot dots. Alright, this is going to be a little steamy now. This is teaching you a new way by way of which number and their sound and their color that guided you, of connecting with yourself and are someone who is in your realm of intimacy, okay? So, while it is traditional to think of our bodies and those of our lovers as a sparsely dotted fabric of sexually sensitive hot spots and a few erogenous zones, it makes more sexual sense to think of our entire bodies as a giant canvas covered with hot dots. The ultimate goal of erotic massage is to connect the dots to everything in between. With this image in mind, let your hands wander flawlessly and seamlessly and erotically from your lover's head to toes. Ignore no body area. Glide over their feet, ankles, calves, and thighs. Linger and love their butt, their back and shoulders. Caress their backs and chests and lingam or yoni. Spread oil, I got some of that too, y'all. Spread oil or a fine lotion on their hands and fingers. Massage their face with smooth and steady strokes around the cheekbones and nose, forehead and temple. This is making love. That is sexy. Okay, now card number 5. Y'all know how to get it popping. Okay. Clear my throat on that. Drink some water. Go. Let me pushing my hair back. Okay. I'm hearing some explicit music that don't go with that card now. What's up? He trying to get to the business even though he want to slow down. Tell me something. I want to sex you up all night. Oh, he tried to do it all night. So that's why he started with the hot dots first. Or she. Okay, now. Let me find out. The basic tool chest for lounge. One of the most important aspects of erotic massage is the tools that contribute to a successful massage. For starters, as lovers, you should find a venue with a quiet, uninterrupted, romantic ambiance. Don't be afraid to sparingly use flowers, incense, or scented oils. Okay, where my scented oil went? To bring in a stimulating and delicate aroma to the room. Find a comfortable mat, mattress, cushions, or folded blankets to lie on. Have a clean towel and sheets handy. Soothing music can enhance the massage experience and provide an erotic rhythm for the movements. For a little added spice, experiment with feathers, fingernails, silk scarves, and the spontaneous occasions and places. Okay, now, listen. Y'all need to stop. Spirit, stop. Anytime. And any place, I know just what you want. That's one of my favorite songs, baby, because let me tell you what that song said. You ain't never listened to the rest, because I had to go read it one day when I got old. I was like, hold up, I was singing that. You don't have to stop just because the people in the crowd are watching us. I don't give a damn what they think. I want you now. Bro, she cut that song up. Anytime, any place, baby. That's what this card just says. Spontaneous occasions and places, anytime. Okay, I'm feeling it. Like no one has gone before. Okay, card number, look, 3, yellow. Hi, yellow over there. Okay. Using your hands, forearms, and other parts of your body, like cheeks, breasts, and knees, glide over your lover's skin, following and massaging the contours of their body, almost as if you have melted together. By really getting to know your partner's body in this way, you are dissolving old emotional inhibitions and physical taboos that often separate people in a loving relationship. Study his or her full body response to the massage and watch the facial expressions change as each unexpected touch is experienced. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating. I'm glad I didn't wear no sleeves. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is like extremely intimate. I'm gonna tell you, I worked at a massage parlor for a short while. I say like 2 months. And we actually would do something called neuro massages. They were with our clothes on, bottoms and tops if we preferred, and some energy out. And in that environment, of course, men of all kind came, ethnicities, races. Most were look like us, and because it was an ebony club, so within this parlor doing the neuro massages is when you like use body to body massage. Like you're using this to massage, you're using your breast gliding down your partner's back, you're gliding down his calves in between your bosom, you know, like very erotic. Like you're massaging him with your breast, bro. Like you taking your feet, doing like feet massage. You know how women will like, they're playing like doing like a footsie massage, you know what I'm talking about down there. But in this sense, you will be doing like footsies over him, because I feel like have my kids kick me in the back and be like, oh, that feel good, do that again, you know. So it's like, you know, like having different body parts creates different sensations. So this is very sexy and erotic. Of course, you need to put the oil first. There actually is a neuro massage gel, because there is a technique to this thing. It is a seaweed extract gel, the real technique. So within this technique, once y'all all get plastered up, yes, it can get messy because it's seaweed, but it's gel. Like, yeah, the real seaweed. It's in the powder though. So, you know, I've only done it with oil. I have the gel, but I haven't gotten a chance to start back doing those again. But yes, so the seaweed is so slick. It feels so soothing, like aloe vera on your skin, like how glidey and jelly and gooey and like that. But it feels sensual, like silk is on you too. Like it's very soft and gentle, like a blanket. And you're just gliding. Imagine like just, I'm not trying to play on, you know, stuff out there in the world, but you know, like different oils on your skin when you're just rubbing them on you, how that glides. So, you know, putting a little bit more than usual, so that when you know, you might have missed a spot, you don't want to be chafing and rubbing too hard and stuff like that. But yeah, just giving y'all little tips in case you decide to, you know, do your own little version of that, which is amazing, because make it your own. Okay, so the next cards we have coming up, because this is a 5D message, this is not for 3D lovers, I'm gonna tell you right now. As you see, they have foreplay going on, like mental and tantalizing, vibrational, tantric foreplay before they even begin. This ain't no wham bam, thank you ma'am. Okay, we've all had them. I hope that we've all also had 5D experiences, and if you're not, this will be your introduction to it. And it will also, if you're watching this message, help to bring that in, because you will be understanding of what this energy represents. Okay, We don't got the overall energy. I do want to grab some specifiers for some of these things, but I do feel different energies for some of these. Like, all extremely intimate, but some of these are like representing a deeper form of the 5D love. Like this neuro massage, that's different love. So I'm gonna set that to the side. These two, these are like, I won't say it's the basics of tantra, but this is like before you actually really touch that person with your body in any form. This is like just with your hands and like tools. But this is body to body. So I'm gonna set those two piles to the side, and I'm gonna get clarifiers for both. So this is for something that's growing, and this is for something that already exists in the 5D. They're both 5D though, but it's just like growing as y'all are understanding what 5D love is. But this crew, excuse me, is they already in it. Okay. I'm becoming a better person. It's coming up for this side. Let's get it clarified for the other side. We will pick these up. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all got y'all some drinks, some smoke. I ain't gonna lie, I have never smoked before this. I do herbal joints as well as mama ganja. So that's what I love. Let me get another shuffle on this steady. We'll get an energy for this side. For the hidden truth. Remind me to this message, please. What's the hidden truth behind this message? Like no one has gone before. Very deep, satiating, tantalizing, kundalini rising massage, bro. Like these here touch genuinity, like the basis to touch, like any, like being touched like a baby, like innocent, sacred touch, bro. Like that shit's deep. Okay, we will be together again. So this energy is from someone who, y'all see that? This energy is from someone who says that y'all will be together again, to exist in this energy, in this 5D bliss. And this, through the understanding of what y'all are learning through this knowledge together, this person is becoming better. Whether you were maybe a little spiritually ahead, and or possibly this person, or they felt they were because they were older in age, which I don't really touch on that because age to me, truly, like when they wrote that song, age ain't nothing but a number. I know that probably had to do, like, honestly, with their relationship a little bit, but when we're looking at consensual ages, and by consensual, unfortunately, I'm gonna say 18 and up because I don't agree with the 17 on the thing, but that's my own opinion. Y'all don't knock me for it. One more card, please. Do we want one more for this? No, we'll leave it. Thank you. I'm sorry. So, I've met people younger than me who had a lot more to teach than the older men who I've spent time with. So, with that being said, I don't go off of age in that sense, okay? So the next step, we're gonna pull some signs. So we have our red card is from here, right? Our yellow card is here. That's solar energy. That confident energy. That's that confidence. Like you've gained that confidence. These are understanding stability and being rooted in that, and what all this sacred energy means to their journey. That's pretty decent. Alright, so let's see what's up. Spirit, what signs we have for I am becoming a better person side? What clarifiers can we give to our collective to understand that they are in this energy of connecting the dots and using the tools, the basic tools that they have to do that, through intimacy and eroticism, and with this person who they hold in their mind within this clarity of this reading. We won't let that drop like that. So yes, thank you. I got Earth coming up, which will give an encompassing of a few different signs. We got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the 8. Somebody's birthday might be on the 8. Favorite number could be 8. Always seeing the number 8. The 8th child born. Eighth month, August. Virgos will be considered Earth. Any other, can we get it clarified for any second or additional clarifiers for I'm becoming a better person? Alright, any clarifiers for we will be together again? Some energy out. Some of you waiting on this income. You do not want to drive. Sorry for late. I'm hearing my song that I wrote. Somebody is thinking about you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I need another card for that other deck. Alright. So, the song says, lately, I've been thinking, baby. Baby, oh my baby. The way you do my body, babe. Who that's for, y'all? Alright, and you have to clarify as we're closing this deck. We got Earth energy over this deck, which is very subtle energy. Earth is everything, you know. I do want to, I'm going to take a little time to get a clarifying, more the energy of how this person is feeling. I feel like they need to clarify themselves a little more for us. I'm a better person, spirit. Let me know about that one. Oh, so many things remind me of you. So you guys may not be together. Some of you are, some of you aren't. So many things remind me of you. It's like either y'all in long distance, or you guys have times where you're apart. And it don't have to be long distance, but times you're apart. Yeah, because it says, I wish I could share my good news with you. It doesn't seem to be an area, but I am becoming a better person. So y'all are not together. This pile is. The majority of you all aren't. I hide behind material things and it was my fault, but I blamed you. This person is saying that they're growing through like the basic intimacy things that you taught them. Maybe because y'all weren't able to go as far because of some mishap, but that's beautiful. That they're able to learn through what you taught them, even though y'all couldn't be together. That's what's beautiful. And that they're being reminded, which ain't there, but sometimes karma, like when they be reminded of you all day long, like, give it up. I'm kidding. You know, all in love, you know, on my end. You know, it's like, man, how do I stand? You've had your chance. Here's some energy for we'll be together again. Thank you, please. So yes, this particular person, they want to speak to you. So if I say y'all not speaking, like I wish I could. Some of y'all aren't speaking because they want to share something with you that they can't. And they hide behind material things. I mean, they still living in the 3D. Which is why I was saying this is like someone growing that 5D. You know, which it takes a while from the 3D to 5. I know that I crossed the line with you. We'll be together again. So for some reason, you guys aren't together. And sometimes the line, it doesn't have to be a line that is impenetrable. It could be like he overstepped somewhere, omitted some things that shouldn't have been omitted. Possibly we'll be together again. Crossing the line to whatever it is on your boundaries, because some things are boundaries and deal breakers for us. I love you unconditionally. Some things are deal breakers for us, but they're not for other people. So that's why I'm really discussing, like, what are your deal breakers? What are your, you know, your highs and lows, your expectations, and all of that, because someone is, no one can meet all of them is my true thoughts. But I sometimes feel like someone could, like, you know, if we could all just really sit down and talk about what's really most important to us, and if that person can't match that, it's like, are you gonna keep looking around onto that person? No, like, there's some things you have to be able to compromise and have a discipline on. Like, Not being so strict on about you for yourself, okay? This person on the I know that I crossed a line with you, we'll be together again, says that they are afraid to contact you. So I said some of y'all in separation from both sides. And that's heavy. I've been on the both sides of both. Meaning in a space where I want to feel that way again. And I lost myself for a little while. So yeah, what you bring to the table, this person knows that is unmatched. It's, what's that word I love to use? Uncomparable. Uncomparable? Uncomparable. And that your energy is unconquerable because you are you. And we're not meant to be conquered. We're meant to be loved unconditionally and full and whole. Let's see if we can get one more clarifier first line for you guys. We did have fire just drop out on its own. Earth and fire. Let's see if we get one more for this side here. So yeah, we'll be together again. I'm afraid to contact you. But yeah, let's see what else is going on. Because you guys existed in a very, very beautiful energy that, you know, if you are open to recapturing, and if, you know, there's a mutual openness to recapturing here, it is able to be relived. But this one here seems like a catalyst to the growth process. Someone that is still learning to face themselves. And until they're ready to take full accountability, they will never even be able to experience the basic notions, percentages, actions, what is this word that's coming up? Inhibitions of the basic level of tantric realm frequency enjoyment. It's like, bro, sis, it's time to take accountability. That's the signs we have. Earth and fire. We also have 23, so that may be standing out for someone in 26. 26 does deduct down to an 8, and then we have 23, which does reduce down to a 5. So use those numbers as they will, as far as your intuition will choose for you where it fits on your line, okay? Let's get some Manara. So the Manara deck here is the erotic tarot I was telling you about. The others were from the pink deck. So many things that remind me of you. Lovers deck, where we'll be together again. And the others come from a erotic massage game that came up into my psyche for this message for you, which, excuse me, is not normal. There's cards jumping out. Let's see what came out for us already. Feminine symbol. Triangle down, the Queen of Water. Can y'all see that? So this is she. And this does not have to represent a female just because a female's here. A male on the card does not have to represent a male. Can it? Yes. You take it how it applies for that moment. We are everything. Masculine and feminine energy within our balances. You are to know which and what way that balance is for you, okay? This card here is definitely very much speaking on what I brought up at the beginning of this reading. Sacred innocence. She is extremely naked, out in the rain, okay? The literal rain. Show this stuff real fast. Sorry, being scared, doggy. I have a girlfriend visiting her pet. So amazing. Yes. So beautiful. Alright, so Spirit, can you please give us some energy about this first deck here? With the 3D growing into 5D, understanding of what the divine union is and what the sacredcy of two, of the masculine and feminine, bring to each other. Can we have a few cards dropped? We have a copper and Aquarius here in air. Conductor, mama. In your feminine energy, whether male or female, meaning in that balance of femininity, you are a conductor. And that's what we do as females. Like, imagine that flower outside. It's pulling everybody in. I was about to say cannabis. It pulled everybody in. But yes. So I'm going to show you this card because it isn't vulgar. This card represents 6. 6 may be a very prominent number for someone here. Favorite number. But this card here is showing her, like, literally in gigantic Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style, like as the ones who shrunk them. And the men are so small and she is extremely large. Her energy is magnificent. She's drawing in people into her magnectivity. So it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful card for understanding that when you are communicating with the cosmos, that there's always an audience. There's even a woman here. So it's not just men that are attracted to what you offer intellectually from what you were downloading from the cosmos. But they also want what's under that skirt, girl. Okay, now. So we're going to leave this card over here. And this is the communication, because in order to even get to a state of 5D, tantric communications, love situations, understandings of what the 5D and higher unions are, divine unions, sacred unions of twin flames, you have to get like from 3D, then understanding into 5D, and so higher than that love, you know. So for me, this speaks of your communication with the cosmos and how that connects collectively to others on earth and there, because you're still in between here, feet on the ground, head in the air, you know. Someone's looking out through a very big window, which is crazy when you look at the size of the people. So yes, your communication is very important for your juices to flow, like sapiosexual, which is very sexy. I too, as I have become in more of my highest self and awaken, I don't desire basic conversations and like conversations that don't get my heart stirring, my womb moving. It's like, it's not that it's boring, it's just, it's dull. It's like, it's not lively. But it's not like to shoot it down, because we're gonna have boring conversations. We're still in this earth realm. But it's like, I don't want that to be like the 60-40, you know, like it's my 60-40. I don't even want to be 50-50. I really would like prefer like an 80-20 or 90-10 of like me speaking about spiritual shit more so throughout my day and living that way, besides in the 3D, you know, like around type shit. So I don't know, it's just how I see it. Alright, Spirit, let's get a card for this side here of the stronger 5D communications here. Okay, we got someone wants to fall, but we're gonna let it. Hope y'all didn't see that. We're gonna let it produce itself in a very prominent way. And then we'll see. Okay. Missy. Capricorn here for Earth. And my. Miss Missy here is reaching for a handful of soil. You are handsy, ma'am. Get your paws off of that merchandise. We got 2 in the building and earth signs. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So say target. Why was I gonna say target? That's where I hand it, huh? On that target. Alright, so we got a lot of cards from right now. This one revealed itself again, which is beautiful. I'm gonna sit it up here with a little covered on that data. Very indigenous. Look. Okay, so you got the King of Water smiling, baby. We know why, don't we? The King of Water. Look at his smile, baby. He know how to make the waters come down like no other. Like no other. Look at him. He confident. He knows all about that feminine energy. This is a man who has studied the feminine energy. Ooh, wait. They don't make him like you no more, baby. They don't make him like you no more. You got Scorpio? Scorpio. And see, Scorpio is so funny to me because I wouldn't paint him as like super emotional, but when I look at all my Scorpio family members, like, yeah, they are. But yeah, so, all right, Spirit, Earth, and Water. We have any more cards for, because this will go to that side from the first cards that came out. It was very innocent, which this would have been like the deepest innocence phase. This is like, whew, innocent as like, Did you say a baby or a virgin? A virgin. And this is being innocent like a baby. Like you learning it all over again. That feels so good right there. I know you can feel good right there. Any other cards for this side here? Please and thank you. And then we're going to pull some erotic messages on what's really going on. Because I need to know, like, what y'all been doing. What got this person, what got, you know him thinking about you like this over here. He becoming a better person. He's saying it was his fault, but he blamed you. He seemed like he ready to take accountability for that, he or she possibly. But they've been in hiding. And, you know, we sense that. We can see it in your social. And if we're not speaking to you, the time we do when we like trying to catch up, we can tell like what's been your main focus. Alright, and eat your heart out. One with fire. Got some fire and earth signs in the building, baby. In the air, of course. Okay. These were not a part of the building. So with fire here, eat your heart out. And she's taking a chunk off, by the way, already. Just covering a nip slip. She just passed out in this bed. And as you see, this small little bite, she didn't have a baby. She want more. More. This feminine frequency desires more of what was encompassed in this encounter. And that is beautiful. You're seeking deep, deep. It's like you got a taste of that sweet golden heart space, that sweet 5D intimacy, and you couldn't get enough. You want more, you want another bite, but as we see, it ended sudden. It ended sudden. All right, that's it for this deck. Thank you, Spirit. The next deck that we have here is my deck. My deck will be named Hieros Gamos. And this is about sacred union, divine union, high love. And that's what it's going to be called, with pictures that depict exactly what's happening here. So Spirit, may I please, after cleansing this deck, get some understanding for my 3 into the 5D lovers. My 3 into the 5D lovers here, please. This is a very sacred path, both of them. In this path here, you've been initiated to understand what the masses aren't teaching, what's not on the TV shows, what you're not going to find in every book that you're reading about erotic, about tantric, about sex, about love, about the makeup of our sexual anatomy. Okay? As for this pile, hands are vibrating. You're already in the 5D love, so you already know what Hieros Gamos is, but you are truly hoping to share that again with someone, and that's very beautiful. Because who wants to experience that alone? Any cards from this deck, Spirit? Just to understand through this message. Thank you. It's a very strong deck. It may not have a message for that side. I'm not kidding. This is a very strong deck for like true love. You have a message for this side, Spirit? It's a very strong deck. It does not have 3D love in here at all. Tantric vibrations. OG. So we're going to tell you. Tantric vibrations has dropped for the 5D lovers. And this is, ooh. Sorry, it's real, y'all. Like, those who know. And that's real shit. Like, when you've experienced tantric tantalizations and sensations, like being touched by objects, being touched by energy and frequency, not just by the phallus, the lingam, the what's in his pants first. It's a whole different connection, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, the vibration, like, y'all connect at the heart space. Like, you might even vibrate in your most passionate sacral spaces, you know, like, it gets very, very, very deep, very soul encompassing. And here we have 7 of Hearts. Tarot beneath on the back of a deck of cards. I was in such a haste. 7 of Hearts here. Okay. We're gonna lift up a light. Okay. So, next card, please, for the 5D love. So, yes, this is very deep, and this you don't find a lot. Like, we'll find people who we connect with and, like, want to fuck on, you know, like when you're not 3D life, but, like, when you grow from that and ascend from that timeline, bro, like, peaceful timelines, like, people who want to create, like, peaceful realms in the intimacy and ecstasy zone with you. You know, it's not that you don't, you know, may not want it rough or aggressively, but it's like you're not going out seeking that. Like, people who are soothed into your womb for the feminine, and for the men, somewhere where you know, your peace feel like is at peace. You feel me? So, yeah. Any other messages for the 5D love? Hold on now. How many drop? DNA tongue downloads. This speaks of the electrification and codes that come from y'all saliva, like just your tongues, like touching and being in the realm of tongue dancing creates downloads. So say like you're kissing him right and you're like, damn, like you start like you and your pineal now, like this kiss done took you in. Y'all done been down though. This kiss done took you in. I'm gonna tell you one time what happened to me. So this not what happened to me, but I'm just explaining. So this kiss done took you in, right? And you all in your pineal, bro, in a state of where like you feel his kisses past where he kissing. Like, damn, I feel like you knew where to kiss these places before you kissed him. Like, damn, you kissed his body in another lifetime or something? Let me know. I'm trying to find out. Look for a lifetime. If you're the right one, you feel me? But yeah, so that's very, very sexy and like, you know, we can have DNA rejuvenation, you know, so like this could be creating, you know, some rejuvenating factors for you. But yeah, one time I was tongue kissing someone who I was meant to be connected with to this lifetime, and I literally, I swear to God, this never happened to me in my life. I literally felt like Cupid had shot us. Bruh, when I say shot, I mean shot. And I felt like I was getting dizzy. Like how they show them like swimming around your head. Bro, on some old school 90s cartoon crap. So yes, we have our 8 here for etheric tongue play. Oh, it goes along with the tantalizing, you know, like tongue downloads. So etheric tongue play. So, you know, like this was that 5D love that's still in 3D representation, right? But this is etheric kisses. So, like, y'all kissing in the 5D too, in the spirit realm. Like, you could be on the 5D while still here on this 3D plane. I know y'all know what I mean. But you're making love to him in the 5D while y'all in the 5D. Bruh. All right, now. I gotta stop. Y'all better stop. That's some good love. Excuse me. Too many cards. That's some good love making there. Because it's love without sticking it in me, baby. Look. Ain't not even been put in yet. We got 2 cards coming out. Sacred Code Release. Which is when you all are connecting in the 3D as 5Ders, there's codes that you are both receiving, downloading, uploading to become higher and into your most highest through the activation of what's happening through y'all's intimate reciprocation, because that's what it has to be. Reciprocal. Okay, this isn't a one-sided love. Okay, and then okay, let me sure I can see that. Stroke my throat chakra. That's what you want? So somebody needs some cleansing from their throat, and they would like it stroked out. That's what the card says. Okay, I'm just a reader. So yes, this speaks to also the like sound healers on a real note, not going too sexual with it. Sound healers, like there's all kinds of tools out there to heal. Stop, spirit, to heal our throat with. But you know, we all have our own choice of tools now, don't we? But this particular 5D wants it in the ways that are most relevant to the way in which y'all connect. Maybe y'all haven't connected sexually and she wants you to stroke it like this. I don't know, she might just want that. I don't know. She might want to stroke it with some selenite. No, but we will see if they have anything from him one more time. Just to see. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging like that. Anything for the Cypher Hot Gods and the basics of love moving into 5D spirit? I'm telling you, I'm in a very 5D space, so the products I created for 5Ders, 5D livers, like it's not 3D products, okay? So some things came out. Let's see what we got. Erotic sovereignty. I love that this came out for this side because erotic sovereignty is you each knowing what you like, love, want to feel, want to encompass, what inhibitions, what fantasies, what innocence, impurities, shadows, light that you have to share regarding what you know and have learned about your eroticism this lifetime, and how that creates you as this sovereign being, even in your eroticism. Like, you can love who you want, fuck who you want, enjoy who you want, whenever the fuck you want. And it doesn't have to come with a shameful light. Okay? It doesn't have to come with a shameful light. Okay? Divine Backshots on the table. So yeah, let's see if we got anything else for this 3D into 5D, because y'all know that back shot is like what we're gonna call a new position that I'm gonna be writing in the book of sex positions for the 5Ders, called the serpent's prayer. So you know how, I won't say how snakes entangle, but you know, your back is to your lover, but they are erect and extended in you, and they're giving you their light, and you're receiving their light, and it's a beautiful coitus dance, you know. Any other cards for this other side, and we'll get one more pull for this side and move on to a time pull to understanding what time is this love gonna find you, and a 1 for 4, because this is a message for our starseed and chosen lovers, being that we do have a 5D message coming in today. Okay, all right, nothing for that side, anything for this side, like no one has gone before. Solar plexus energy, that confident energy. She on her throat chakra stroke. Honestly, I do want to talk about that, because some feminists do not like that. That, you know, I think that has to do with personal preference a lot, but, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, does it have to do with, like, some trauma, and possibly some healing in an area? Like, for me, it's a pleasure thing, so, I don't look at it as... No 3D sex is on this side. I told you that already, though. I don't look at it as disgust. It's another pleasure form for me, and I find it extremely pleasurable. Like, my yoni will salivate while I do it. So it's like, it's not... I don't frown upon it. I never have looked at it as nasty, even when I may have first ever been introduced to it by way of popcorn, let's call it that. Not to say the word on here, and or like books and movies and stuff. Like, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Okay. The next card we're gonna have out here, let me cover that data up a little bit like that. It came along, this is our last card that dropped in, no 3D sex, okay? So we ain't got that over here. But we also have astral insertion, okay? This is not regular insertion, okay? This man has primed and prepped his energy, his chi, okay, for you, okay? His life force. He is coming with a mission, if he's coming at all, okay? This is a man who does semen retention and knows the difference between an orgasm and a climax, okay? And then, as I said, the difference between an orgasm and a climax, spilling his stardust. He knows when and where and how, and in what light to spill that stardust, okay? He's not just out here giving it away. He's not just out here letting it off, okay? And he definitely not shooting blanks. Alright. We're gonna close on that sexy ass message because y'all know what it is. So we're gonna get one pull before the time because the time is gonna be one of the last things I pull, okay? Because time is neither here nor there. Work Your Light, okay? By Rebecca Campbell. We're gonna see what comes from this deck. I did not have full expectations of what will come from this deck, and this is not a deck that offers to my guidance often. So I'm excited to see what may draw from this erotic sovereignty. May we have a card for the erotic sovereignty of our 3D into 5 numbers, please. Bro, I'm hearing like titles, and this is like something for you to understand if you're watching this. You want to be a tarot. Like, I'm hearing titles for this channel pop up literally for this particular channeling in this container. It says that I should put something like, which I'm just like into my psyche, which is something I want to share. So I'm gonna do this often. Just be aware. Just the way to be transparent. It's telling me to put like 3D versus 5D love. Or 3D sex versus 5D sex, right? And then that and what's the second part is telling me to add in, which is so funny. It's just about to come back to me. Is he shooting blanks or spilling stardust? Something like that, like DM spilling stardust. Stroke my throne. So I may be able to fit in like some cards that came up into the titles. Just when you struggle with like making titles for your channel, they just come to you. So honor. Okay, any cards from this deck? If not, I will move on to the time deck and then some chosen messages for my chosen ones here. Alright, erotic sovereignty. Let's go. Oh yeah. I feel you. Can you feel me? Yeah, so yeah, I had given you guys the words. Lately I've been thinking, baby, oh my baby, the way you do my body, right? So both of these decks, these persons are thinking about honestly each other. Let's be real, let's keep it real, because even if mutual feelings aren't mutual, meaning you want to be back with this person, you ain't forgot what they did. You ain't forgot that motherfucking licking, hitting, soul shaking vibration they put on your fucking ass. I ain't stupid because I done been there. That's why I could talk about it. That's why I can write the cards on it. That's beautiful. All right, we got anything for our 3D sex? Bitch did try to jump out last. Trust your path. Mr. I'm becoming a better person. I'm just joking. I'm joking. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So you supported this person at one time. Deeply, heavily. And they fumbled your energy of support. At the least. If that was all you were giving. And when support comes love, because we don't support things, we don't love, have some type of heartstrings pulled towards. So, let me clear out the energy for this 5D side. It's deep, y'all. It's deeper than they tell us, deeper than we sometimes even have the time to understand this lifetime. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a beautiful card. Crumbling. That things we're clinging on to. The crumbling head came up. What are you clinging on to? The bottom card. It's asking, what are you clinging on to? Like, let that shit go. Like, this person, it was my fault, but I blamed you. You hiding behind the truth. Hiding behind material things. Hiding behind sharing your good news. Like, share it with the world if you can't share it with me. Sharing, you hiding that so many things now that we've disconnected reminds me of you. Reminds you of me. Yeah. I'm becoming a better person. Yeah, you should be. Every person that you touch energy with and this pure energy with, they gonna become a better person unless they're blocking the flow. Trust the niggle for my 5 years. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? Niggle is your intuition, man. What are you feeling about this connection? Like, we know it's real. It's like, how real can it be? Sometimes when you're like, man, this person's running from me, or like, this connection feels like it's just me fighting, or obviously, it was a mutual connection, so it wasn't just one person fighting. This one would be a little bit more of like somebody was half in, half out on one foot. The shoe was half tied type shit, but because they weren't even like 1 foot out, they just didn't have their shoes tied. Correct your shit. So, as far as trust the niggle, this one should use your intuitive power, that feminine wisdom. If you're a masculine, use that feminine wisdom. Your mama, you done been around your mama, you know she knew what the hell was going on without knowing what was going on. Your grandmama, your auntie, your girlfriend, exes, now, they knew and know. Okay? Seems like one card's coming out is for that. We're gonna leave that where it is. So, trust the niggle. That's funny. This one said, trust your path. So, you know, it's cohesive messages of trust. These other ones in the Akasha come up, which I'm definitely going to show you. It was one of the first messages that I got when I did a spiritual bath and really focus and hone in on spiritual energy. Akasha, not this card, but the word came to my pineal and to my psyche to where I said it out loud in my water. Your guidance is divinely guided. That is so beautiful. And that's the overall card for the whole collective. Your guidance is divinely guided. Okay? You're divinely guided. Look at this path. So many paths you've taken. But look at you. You're on the bright one. They all led to the right one. Okay? They're not going to lead you to the wrong place. That's where they ain't going to lead you. Because you've been there before and you know what that feels like. So don't go back into that energy, you know? Sometimes I will be doing oracle messages and sometimes it'll be a mix of both and sometimes be tarot. There is a difference. The tarot messages are built off of the Rider-Waite system. It's just showing all the difference. And they'll have like the Hangman, the 1 through 9, 6 to 10 on your 10 as well. And the King Knights pages, Queens, Pentacles, all that in the sorts. And like people will build other tarot decks from those, which I'm building some as well, which is very beautiful and fun. So yes, that was divinely guided. Let's get some time pulls. And then the final thing we'll do is grab some Magigata tea prison deck, because I grabbed that deck some years ago and I use it just for my own personal self, but I feel guided to pull from it as of recent. You may see like a few tarots, but yeah, mostly I just pull for myself. All right, Spirit, align me to this deck and what messages we have for time regarding how much time may be regarded and time it may take for erotic sovereignty to appear, or the time for this person to realize that they want to be accountable in life, the time that maybe they decide they want to share the good news, or that they decide to truly decide to become a better person and not just say that they are becoming a better person. Okay? And choose to speak up and tell the truth and all truths and nothing but the truth when they're saying there's so many things remind me of you. Like, you can tell me that. Why the cards gotta tell me, you know? So we have a time jumper on this card. We have Pisces pop up. 1802, 23. Those are dates. So 219 to 320. That's a season that just passed. Not too long ago. Find your center. So this person is truly trying to become a better person and find that center, as much as that means to them in this moment. 12 weeks and 12 months is the time frame for growth that we have on here. Okay. 12 we do have on here. It does simplify to 3. It may fit in your realm of existence. Okay. 12 months, 3 months, 3 would signify more so that person's number, or a number or birth month for them. and are yours. Alright, and this signifies for the time for the 5D, no 3D6. Number for 5 years. I know 5 years could, I wouldn't say kill less, but you know what I mean. Because we know time ain't time, but some of us like to still look at time. So I have only one time deck. And I think I'm going to make another time deck. Like, sorry, next lifetime. Maybe next week. I'm just kidding. That's so jacked up. We could take this. Let's see if one more wants to follow. I'll put these back in and leave the bottom. And then see more. And yeah, we're almost on with the message. So I do truly appreciate your time and patience. I know this message. I hope this message has been fun. It's been extremely fun for me. I've been trying to see where are the messages that I want to share fit mostly because I do want to dive into the world of eroticism and tantric energies, you know. So I want to teach about that, and I command that you receive this in the most pure light. It's only been fun and light here. I don't mean to, like, you know, disturb anyone's shadows or anything. Any time for this power. I do have one card that has fallen. I will receive it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the same deck we have for time card for this other side is every day is in progress. Everything is in progress. 8 days, 8 weeks. I say every day. I was saying it's about it, but you see what came up. This from as we 5 years now. It's a spiral, and when it decides to come back, it will. When it's meant to be, it will. If it does not and may not and will not, that was its will. 8 is a very strong number. We have 88. We have 2 of them here. 8888 actually. For this we have 12, 12, 12. Yeah. 12, 12, 12, 19, 2, 20, and 3. So yes, with that we will be pulling some 444. Bag is empty. Don't waste a sip of water, so you gotta be careful on your card. Get some tissue. Don't keep hearing me to do that. Alright, so let's get into this 144 message. I love Maji's cards. I actually have been watching her page for years. Years, for sure. She's a very beautiful reader. She deserves everything that comes to her. Over time, I'll share more of the readers, but this is significant because I actually have her deck. So, the Chosen Ones 144, Maji, the High Priestess LLC. So, she does have a YouTube. It is called Maji Got the T. I think the T is just the letter T, but it may be a TEA. Tarot and Oracle Channel. And she's a healer and a singer, which I resonate with, amongst other things that I do. I have a few instruments here. Self-developing and teaching myself on because I feel very guided. Excuse me, let's see, ethereal drum. I have here my sample, which you're already able to hear. I have a flute here, and it's just to show you, so like maybe you have some interest but haven't gotten into them, you know? Start them, okay? Alright, here. We're gonna pull some messages for our 5D side, okay? Spirit, allow me to the messages. Back here, our chosen ones. Thank you. Thank you. Shay. I thank y'all again so much for your time. So much fun, honestly. And I will never stop saying that because this is fun for me. This is supposed to be, you know, supposed to love what you're doing. And I don't jump or learn anything at this magnitude unless I absolutely can love it. So this is where I am until my next whatever wants to meet me. Any cards here, Spirit, align our collective here. For our 5D side, please. I'm gonna go grab a card for the 3 ears as well. And I don't mean to signify them in that way, but those who are on my channel know the difference because you have transformed your mind, your womb if you're a woman, and if men resonate with that womb energy, those as well, and your heart. And according with your mind, your pineal as well has been activated and decalcified, which allows you to understand that when I say words like that, or any words that I bring up out of my mouth that may feel derogatory, that I do not mean them in a derogatory manner or negative light, because I am unconditional in my ways when it comes to sitting at this table. I'm just here to receive and be the message. All right, so I don't feel any messages coming from here. Ancient divine blood is coming on the bottom. I will let that stand. And we'll do one more. Do you have any messages for the 3D side? I know they are coming into ascension as the new initiates of the sovereign realm. And that's just so beautiful as well. To see it, feel it, watch it happening. It's a pleasure. And to be able to guide you through in any way possible. It's a pleasure. Alright. So we got anything? And then we will be finishing up this room. Okay. These were the decks that I was guided to pull for this. Let me know if you enjoyed this, so I can know that this was like what may be most fitting for the page on like a level of this is mostly the material that I produce for you. Like, was this new? Did you learn something? Do you feel a resonance to the message? I do hope that you'll be coming back here again. I do pray that you'll be coming back here again. I am a prayer. I am a prayer warrior. Okay? I am a spiritual warrior. Okay? So, there's 2 things that came up. Because it split itself on divine protection and intervention. And then enemies wanted to come out as I was closing the deck down. Because this is happening. I was about to shut the deck. And it not didn't fail for sure. But divine protection and intervention is going with this deck. And enemies. I just want to let you know what this means, okay? So let me sit this here and tell you what this means, okay? Because this person, this opposite person, because I don't know who they are, I don't know their sex, nothing about them, are not choosing to walk in their truth, are not choosing to walk authentically, excuse me, if I mix up words, audaciously as well, and on the non and less travel path for their own self-development, not for others, they're not going to be able to reconnect with you on that physical level. And if there's a separation here too, it's the same for that side, because you are divining truth at the moment. That's why you're here with me. You desire truth. You live by truth. You want to walk and know what truth is this lifetime. So anyone who does not show up in that light, does not produce that for you, will not continue to be a conducive part of your lifetime in this present moment. So it's the truth. It's real, because you can't succeed with people like that around you. They're stabbing themselves in the back every day. Okay, that's just the truth of it. So they're gonna do it to you. If they can't face themselves, they can't face you. They can't love themselves, they can't love you. I don't care how you take it. It's true. You gotta love you before anyone else, because you don't know what love is until you've loved yourself. You know what it feels like when grandma did it, but how does it feel like when you do it? Okay, so I feel guided to do one more thing, which I had pulled in. Spirit asked me to for the. You see that? Some rooms. Not sure if it'll be for both sides or what. Just kidding. I'm very silly. That's why it's like, it's very intricate for someone to be attracted to my energy. I'm extremely acquired. Energies of the north, east, south, and west align us to the all-encompassing energy of the universe in order to receive a clear message here today. Let the talk, let this want to see. Ready, drop. I typically pull one, but that isn't the case today. Looking for something. But is it in here? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So we have a few things dropping. We have Aries. Well, this is an Aries symbol, but it very much will remind you of the Aries symbol. And then on the earth we have an eye, and then on our water sign we have what looks to be water, which is very cool. I will show you those in a moment. So look at their descriptions. So the flight for our card here of erotic sovereignty. It speaks of the flight is a sociable rune when associated with the color white or light blue. Okay. Some of the meanings could be movement, communication, the spread of information, traveling, cause and effect, social media, networking, talking, word of mouth, and the news. Okay. This person said I want to share my news with you. It's very interesting. So a flight news. Okay, and then here for fire, we have the woman. The woman is a feminine rune associated with brownish tones. Some of its meanings could be traditional feminine characteristics, feminine roles, healing, a person who practices healing professionally. And you're in the healing space here, so it's like anything who's not, aligning with that, they just gotta go. Creativity and passion, the home, and not really gotta go, but they have to work on themselves to like show to you and to themselves that they're working on themselves, or they just can't be around because you're very caring and nurturing. That shows me this card is very feminine. And then, excuse me, through this card. For the woman. And then we have the eye. The eye is very spiritual rune paired with purple or white. Symbolizes power, importance, confidence, focus, the truth, witnessing, seeing things as they truly are, psychic abilities, the lifting of the veil, and visual activities. Okay, so you're coming into understanding all this information. Look, it is what it is. I'm just kidding, but that's true. So down here we have the star. Excuse me, the waves. I said the star. Waves is following a rune coming associated with water in the color blue. Being moved, deep connection to the spirit realm, going with the flow, feeling that things are out of your control, confusion, mystery, unclear answers, insecurity, passion, time, feeling as though you're being passed. Okay, so the negative sides and the positive side. We have the 5D side of that, which is deep connection to the spirit realm, going with the flow, being moved. Okay, meaning that flow there. And then there's only a few speaking out to me here, so I'm gonna grab these 3. Not in the middle. Okay, and it's not that these aren't important, but these are the clarifiers for the day. Yeah, we know that earrings won't come up in here. Okay, we just need self-development. Romance like the rings, which wanted to come up, is a bonding rune, okay, which signifies this intimacy tarot, oracle, excuse me. Some of its meanings could be relationships, partnerships, infatuation, deep emotional connections, a soulmate, harmony with another person or group, feeling mutual love, close friendships, a group being, a growing appreciation, and marriage is coming, okay? This definitely points to marriage. This is pointing to we don't know each other that fully yet. And then the last one with our crossroads is a troublesome room associated with dark gray. Multiple paths available, major life decisions, which this is because some of you aren't with this person. Feeling stuck in that decision. Lack of confidence in your actions, the fear of change, fear of processing, making a choice, a physical obstacle, an emotional or spiritual blockage, okay? So this room speaks to a lot of the energy that's already present in here. This person being afraid to contact you. They know they crossed the line. You know, even though there's a lot that exists here sexually, it's like the physical and like the air energy, meaning communication has to be on point. Like everything has to align. Fire, earth, air, and water. Like it has to align. All components have to come together or it's out of whack. Like it's the order. Like we can't make it up and we can't pretend that it's not there. So I am not seeing my this last one here. But we would definitely be closing out the reading. And I want to say thank you to our spirit guides for allowing us all to this message to understand what is happening to us, for us, through us. That we just at times can't grasp and need a extra insight on. Because I know how much divination helped me in all tools of divination, not just what lays here on this table. The water that I take my spiritual baths in, you know. Everything is a journey and a path and an ascension tool if you really look at everything in the right way. So I really, 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 from the womb space out, pray that this message is meeting who needs to gather what is here. This love is like no other, but it has to be matched. It has to be reciprocal. It has to be both whole. Both whole. Remember, what came up earlier for me in something is that Greek mythology, which we won't get too far into, that tells us that we were split from 4 legs, 4 eyes, 4 arms into these two beings. So if there is someone out there for you, if there is your other half that you were split from, you know, we're given so many nudges along the path. Trust and go with the flow, and know that your destiny is destined. I love y'all. I'm country and ghetto and proper and ascending and all kind of things all in once. You're gonna hear it all, and I'm not afraid to represent that for you. But I love you all, and I hope that this reading found you in great spirits. Okay. On that, let's move into change daily with this 555. Because we ain't trying to press the wrong number, not yet.